Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The Energy Secretary, Amber Rudd, has told MPs this weekend's historic climate change deal in Paris means there are no more excuses for failing to tackle the issue. But can the UK and the world really deliver on the ambitious green targets set? Here's our science editor, Tom Clark.
Most of the trillions of pounds flowing through the City of London each year are propelled by oil, gas and coal. So is it possible to imagine a future where the fossil-fuelled global economy is suddenly replaced with a squeaky clean, low-carbon one?
L'accord de Paris pour le climat est accepté.
If that sounds fanciful, it's precisely what was agreed by nearly 200 countries in Paris at the weekend. So is this weekend's climate deal really deliverable? Well, one of the best places to come for a reality check is to the investors of the City of London. Will a piece of paper from Paris really persuade them to walk away from fossil fuels? Let's face it, one of the safest investments there is.
I think over the next few years we might see a change in the pattern of investors' behaviour, but I don't feel it's going to be a very immediate scenario. Ultimately, we have the backdrop of falling oil and gas prices, which really flies in the face of renewable energy pricing. You have to remember as well, we're coming into election year in the US. There could be something of a spanner in the works there if the Republican Party gain power.
But at the Paris talks, more than 180 countries submitted plans to cut carbon in their respective economies. That will involve investment in renewables and energy efficiency on a scale never seen before. Many investors, especially institutional ones, are already eyeing fossil-fuelled assets as potentially risky.
Decisions in boardrooms are already being made. Us as investors are already holding companies to account for how they are seeking to ensure they have a sustainable business model in line with the 2 degrees or now 1.5 degree trajectory. As investors, we're looking at how our investments stack up over the long term, and that's affecting our allocation decisions.
The Secretary of State for Energy and Climate Change, Secretary Amber Rudd.
Fresh back from Paris, the Climate Secretary came under instant attack from the opposition, accusing her of trashing green policies at a time when we need them most.
This is about ensuring that our consumers pay the right price for the renewables that we remain committed to. And as the costs of renewables come down, it is absolutely right that the subsidies come down. It is completely wrong to characterise us as having anything negative about renewables at all. We remain committed to them, but we are going to continue to do them at the best value for money.
Frankly, they've produced a complete mess. The discussions in the margins of Paris between me and other countries were, what has the UK done? And with investors was, I'm not going to invest in the UK. So to get anything built in the UK, they're going to have to change the policy. To get clean energy built in the UK, they're going to have to come back and support the cheap renewable options like onshore wind and solar.
The targets set at Paris are more than ambitious, and meeting them could be painful. But governments and investors are being warned the risk of ignoring them isn't just environmental. It could mean being left behind in a low-carbon industrial revolution.
Tom Clark.
I've been getting away with it